Well, hello, welcome to the channel. Today I'm in the beautiful Betws y Coed. So the idea today was to head to North Wales and get some stunning shots. Now the weather forecast is heavy rain all day. Now we've not had a lot of heavy rain, there's been some showers, but I've got to be honest with you, I was going to quit this vlog 3 times on the way down. As soon as I left the house, I was going over the main Gateway Bridge, traffic jam on that. I got onto the M56, huge traffic jam on that. That was a smash. And then all the roads on the way into here have just been horrific. So yeah, to actually get here now and actually sit talking to you guys in Betws y Coed, I think is a miracle. I think I've done quite well. Another thing I didn't realise is that this week is actually half term from the schools, so the car park is absolutely rammed. The walkway all the way through is rammed, and to get any sort of shots, any shots of the main area, forget it. No, there's just people jumping in front of you, all the selfie teams and bright red puffer jackets and you name it, it's all there. So I'm just being shouted at by a sheep over there. So the plan today is to venture along the path that starts off in Betws y Coed and then it heads all the way up towards where Swallow Falls is really. Now I do believe that the old bridge that used to walk across, which I've actually, that sheep's getting really loud, I'm not sure if you can hear it, is to walk through all the way towards Swallow Falls. Now there was an old bridge, now I believe it was taken down in a storm. Actually the storm actually took the whole bridge down, so I'm going to head over towards that way and just sort of see what's there, see if I can get across. But there's also some interesting forest areas there, a few paths leading through, and of course it's by the side of the river as well, which yeah, should make for some good shots. So I've just been focusing on this area here as I was walking through. I noticed all these roots from this tree here that have just sort of stretched over what probably was once the path, and all the sort of stand and the stone has sort of washed away, and it's just left these roots covered in moss. So yeah, just taking a few shots with the leading line heading towards that tree in the distance, so we'll see what they turn out like now. So I've been really eager ever since the whole of the lockdown to get back to North Wales and certainly get to an area like Betws y Coed. It's one of those places that is just absolutely prime for photography on the right day. I'm not sure today is going to be the right day. There's that many walkers, that many children, that many buggies going across this sort of rough terrain. It's yeah, it's a little bit precarious, but I'm going to relax. I'm going to go for a bit of a walk now, head on, sort of see what shots I can go for. So yeah, so grab yourself a coffee, relax, enjoy this vlog as I take you through Betws y Coed. So I'm just walking along the bank now of this river. I'm not even sure what the river's called actually. I'll put it on screen now. So one of the reasons why I've come out today is not only to blow the cobwebs off, which is well and truly needed, to actually get out of my local area, but also to feel a little bit more inspired. Certainly over the past couple of months really, I felt really uninspired to actually get out and actually do some photography. So I'm hoping today will sort of give me that flair to get out and to do some photography again, or certainly do something a little bit different. So I'm just focusing on this path leading through, just behind you guys now. Now as the sun hits the leaves, because the leaves are still full of rain, it's bringing quite a nice glow to it. I've got the polarizer on front just to try and get rid of the glare and just sort of add some more of the colour and just make that colour pop. Now currently I'm on ISO 125, f8 and 1/3 of a second. It's a little bit too slow because there's a bit of wind gusting through as well. So I'm going to just raise the ISO, raise the shutter speed and hopefully get those leaves as sharp as I can. So I've walked on a little bit now, and sorry if the noise is taken over by the river behind me. It's really quite loud, it's rushing through quite heavily. The time to walk past here in the past, it's been probably half the level of water, so yeah, the water's cascading over the rocks. It's beautiful, but it's a little bit too bright to shoot the water now. So as I've been walking along here, I've noticed there's less and less people, which is absolutely ideal from a photography point of view, and certainly doing the video as well. There's nothing more awkward than doing a video and there's a shed load of people wandering around and sort of asking you what you're doing. It's a little bit strange. So yeah, the further I've walked along, it's been a little bit flooded. I think the river's recently overflowed its banks and left quite a bit of a pool area. So a lot of couples and stuff aren't brave in going through there. For me, with my hiking boots on, stormed through it. So I'm heading further on this way now, along this path just behind me now, and I'm just going to sort of see what I can take photography wise. I might do some handheld, but it's proving a little bit dark. I think when the sun starts to burst through, then it gives me it makes me raise my shutter speed enough just to do a couple of handheld shots. But yeah, even if I keep the camera on the tripod, I'm not too bothered. It's just fantastic being out, and to be out in North Wales, getting the fresh air, out in the countryside, doesn't get better than this. So one thing I've noticed recently is a lot of people complaining about YouTube and the algorithms, and sort of complaining throughout each of the social medias. Oh, I'm just going to take this off for a wee moment. So, as I was saying, so I've just moved away from the river because the torrent of the water was just absolutely running through. So I've just come up this bank and I've got these beautiful trees behind me, this beautiful redwood. Now it's probably because they're water soaked, but the redness is coming out so much. So I'm going to take a couple of images just before I leave from here. So yeah, I was saying about people on YouTube actually having the audacity to complain because they're not getting the followers, not getting the subscribers, and being quite disappointed actually with what the videos are doing. And you've got to ask the question is, why are these people actually going out and doing these videos? Is it because they actually enjoy doing what they're doing? They actually enjoy doing the video, they actually enjoy doing the photography? I'm pointing there because the camera's there, I'm not sure if you can see it on shot. Why are they doing it? Now, for me personally, I love nothing more than coming out to a location like this today and doing some video, doing some b-roll, getting some images. Again, I'm pointing to the camera which is there, which is probably out of shot, doing some images, walking along on this beautiful day, and then getting home and doing the whole process of editing it, editing the videos, processing them through Lightroom and Photoshop, going through Premiere Pro, updating this, downloading music, doing some editing, sort of trying to get the best quality out of my little DJI Osmo camera, and yeah, just really just trying to bring it all together. And then you get given this once you've downloaded it all, you get given this video that you upload and for people to watch and enjoy. Now, I couldn't care less, and this is nothing against anybody who's watching. I couldn't care less if nobody watches it. I just enjoy that process of the whole creative side. They're coming out with nothing and coming back with something, or posting something out they're actually quite proud of. Now, for me, that is what I long for. That's the reason why I do these videos. It's not for the thumbs up, it's not for the thumbs down, it's not for the comments, it's not for you guys to watch. It's more, this is solely what it comes down to, because I enjoy making these videos. Now, that's not to say that I don't appreciate every single one of you for watching, thumbs up, subscribing, whatever. But if that stopped, I would still come out and do these. Even if YouTube folded tomorrow and there was no more YouTube and there's no more video uploading platform, I would still come out and actually create these videos because I enjoy doing it. And I think as photographers, I think as YouTubers, I think as content creators, whatever you want to call us, I think you've got to sort of get into mindset. That's the reason why we're doing it. It doesn't matter about the views, it doesn't matter about the thumbs up, it doesn't matter about the volume of subscribers. You've got to enjoy it, and you've got to enjoy it in here to actually be bothered to come out and actually do these videos. I mean, we all look crazy anyway. We're all stood in forests, we're all stood in high streets, we're all stood wherever there's a bit of a scenery, talking to a camera by ourselves. You know, we're probably not right in the mind of that, but yeah, you've got to be able to love it to actually go out there and create something. Maybe take that away with you. So I'm just concentrating now on a couple of shots just behind you guys, just of a leading line, sort of where all the trees have sort of come into a V shape, and there's a split tree at the bottom. So yeah, I'll take that shot now, and we'll see what we get. So I think this is one of the things I've missed the most of doing these vlogs and sort of getting out into the countryside. It's the smells. The smell of the pine in this forest is overwhelming. It's absolutely glorious. Yeah, just sort of standing here is just amazing. Just sort of standing, nothing else to do, just sort of taking a couple of images. Obviously I've done my bit to the camera, but yeah, it's just those smells have really just sort of hit me, and yeah, I think this is one of the things I've really missed the most. Let me know in the comments if you've been out to a location and you've sort of realised actually what you've missed the most. So I've just changed the battery in the camera, and good news, I've remembered to charge the second battery. Tell you, I'm learning. So I'm just going to head back down the slope there, back onto the main path, and we'll yeah, I'll join you in a little bit. Okay, I think the bridge is missing. In fact, I can guarantee that now because there's a big fence in this way. But yeah, there was a bridge across this section here, and it is no more. So that's kind of scupping my plans a little bit. So where that red fence is there, that's where the bridge went right across the water. And what it does, it goes across and you can walk all the way to Swallow Falls. That's not going to happen today, because if I was to do that, I'd have to walk all the way back to where I've come from, all the way back up, and I've just not got the time. It'll be dark by the time I get there. There is, however, another path just over in the distance, just by the tree line there. So I'm going to head up there and just sort of see where it goes. I've not been up there before, so yeah, something new, I suppose. I'm limiting. I don't even know if you can hear me with that roar in the background, but I'm limiting where I stand because these rocks are super slippy. They're coated in like a very thin moss and it's wet, and as soon as we put my foot on it, it's gone. So I'm just being very, very careful. And because of where I've come as well, there's not a lot of people walking by, so if I go into that, I'm in serious. So I'm currently focus stacking and bracketing these shots as well, because the water's so wide. So I've got the polarizing filter turned all the way up, but it's still blowing out the highlights in the water. It's only with the darkness of the foreground. So I'm focusing on the foreground, focusing on the midground, and then focusing in the distance as well. And yeah, obviously with 3 brackets each way, so it's working out as 9 shots per image really. So if you're thinking of heading this far into Betws y Coed, just be very, very careful with these rocks. Similar to the rocks right where the tourist attraction is, because it's been raining for the past few days. I don't know what it is, it's just very, very slippy. Now, a couple of years ago I came here and I slipped on the rocks. I was talking to another photographer, slipped, got my arm trapped and dislocated my arm. I spent 6 hours in Bangor Hospital. Amazing staff there, don't get me wrong, but it's not a really place I want to go and do any more photography from. So yeah, I'm going to try and avoid that place as much as I can. Taking away the danger though, this is such a glorious spot. It's really worth it. You sort of go up and over, and the path's very, very tight. I'm suddenly walking across with this camera, the vlogging camera, sorry, the photography camera, my gear. It's quite difficult because you're getting hooked up on the fences, the branches, etc. And the path looks as if it's going nowhere. But yeah, if you just sort of break through it, you get down to here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I've just done a few shots down by the rocks there, sort of trying to incorporate a lot of the moss that's grown on the rocks and also the branches as well. Now, as I've already mentioned, it is absolutely slippy as you can get down there. So if you do venture out, or certainly if you're around Betws y Coed and you're on the rocks, just be very, very careful. I can't express how slippy these things are. It's like walking on ice. And certainly being in this location pretty much by myself, I've not seen anybody venture this far across. Yeah, you've got to be very careful. You could be down there for quite some time. If you fall into the water, yeah, there's not going to be a lot left of you by the time you get back out. So the path does actually go further on behind me, but I think I've reached my limit for today. I need to head back to the car. We're fast approaching 5:30, so by the time I get back home and things like that, it's going to be starting to get late. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up this location now. I'll show those images at the end of the video. Yeah, let me know what you think. But yeah, just to be here and this really damp forest, just smelling these smells, listen to the water. The reason why I'm shouting is because of the rush of the water. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, you can just see down there how mental it actually is. So yeah, it's time to finish the vlog here now, and probably give my throat a bit of a rest. So yeah, I'm going to head back to the car now. So I'll do the outro now. So if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. Great to have you on board of the channel, and let me know who you are, where you're from. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and let me know which one was your favourite image as well. It's always handy to know what the public like. So from Betws y Coed, or certainly further up from Betws y Coed, on the way to Swallow Falls, it's time to say goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Stay tuned, plenty more to come, plenty more locations, hopefully in the future that are similar to this. It's just getting out of Warrington, I think, is going to be the future now. But yeah, from Betws y Coed, all the best, stay safe, and yeah, see you very, very soon. Bye bye now.